Oh, baby, it's Friday. I probably should have let you do the singing at the top, but it's TP3 and Bro back for another episode of Weekly Win Streak. I mean, shit, we got to be at least over 100 episodes at this point in time. We've been going strong now, guys, and we had to get y'all a Friday episode. Also, since I'm rebanned again from going live on TikTok, we'll probably go live for y'all again tomorrow. We haven't discussed it yet, so we'll have to discuss that off. You know what? Fuck it, Bro. What are you doing tomorrow? Are we going live or what?
Let's do it. Yeah, I got nothing on the schedule, man. I'm wide open.
Perfect. I have a business call at 11 a.m. Then after that, other than that, I'm free all morning long. So probably after that, we can put in our live. Then I'll go hit the gym, and then go about my Saturday. With that being said, though, guys, we got some NBA tonight. We got some MLB before we get into the picks. So for y'all, it is my $5 weekend. We've already had 10 people sign up. I got 10 more slots open, so make sure you join. Click the link in my bio for fan bases to go ahead and join that. Also, too, Bro is running sales all week long over on SoBet, so make sure you use code BROBRO and download SoBet now. You get my free plays on there. You can get Bro and I's VIPs over there as well. Guys, this has been one of the hottest shows there. Bro, what's your run right now in MLB you're on?
Oh, dude, I don't even know. I don't know what the number is now. It was 26. We were 26-6, and then we went 3-2 yesterday. So what is that? 29 and 8. 29-8.
I mean, I don't have a calculator in front of me, but that's pretty fucking good is all I got to say about that. 7-0 with one push. So 7-0-1 technically the last 2 days in MLB. We've really ramped it up. I'm not going to lie, guys. I went down to start the season out like 10 units. Then I got us all the way back to positive. Then we went negative again, like 9 units in the MLB, and I was so fucking angry. I was just like, what am I doing wrong here? So I really labbed it up, and now we've cracked the code again, and we're winning again in the MLB. So yeah, I think the piece I was forgetting was I was just forgetting to jump on these pitchers that I know are fucking terrible and auto fades, and I was just not taking advantage of it because the teams weren't hot hitting. So I think that was all I was missing. And once I sprinkled that back in, boom.
Yeah, you knew it was just a matter of time. TP3 told me last year, like, bro, you got to get into the MLB. It's time. And he's the dog in the MLB. Also, T, I feel like yesterday I saw you have a pretty damn good day. You didn't mention it here. We need to know what the fuck you did yesterday.
Oh, man, I don't want to walk away and leave all the blank screen, but I should go get my broom because we swept the board yesterday, baby. Yeah, 4-0 yesterday. We did technically push the Phillies, so no money was lost there, but we swept the board 2-0 in the NBA game. We took Minnesota first half, and then we took the Warriors team total under, which actually got to be a sweat factory in the final 5 minutes of the game. Luckily, I was like kind of out and about after the game. After the third quarter, I left my crib. I was like, man, this shit's dead, and went and hung out with some friends for a little while. And I checking my phone. I was like, oh, shit. I was like, thank God I'm not watching this. I don't even want to deal with this crap, watching these scrubs run up and down the court. There's nothing worse than screaming at some scrubs. So we got there. So, yeah, we're back for more today, guys. You know what? It's Friday. Bro's got shit to do. TP3's got shit to do. Let's go ahead and get into the picks here. Start things out, guys. We're both on fire right now in the MLB, as we just hinted at. First play up here. Bro, tee us off.
Yeah. So, listen, you guys know I'm a Cleveland guy. And today, this is going to be a Cleveland-centered show because Cleveland is the city that we come from, so run. So listen, I'm telling you here, the line is all over the Guardians, and this is a really, really sharp spot against the Phillies. I know you don't want to fade the Phillies. I know it's tough to fade the Phillies. They're really, really good, but listen here. One, the line's all over them. Them being plus 105 against the Phillies is... it's something right there just tells me, hey, Vegas really respects the Guardians here. Secondly, the Phillies just played an extra inning game in Tampa last night. The Guardians are off a day of rest. They're at home. They're 11-5 at home this year. Everyone's going to be on the Phillies. I'm here to tell you, Gavin Williams is not terrible. He's not terrible. And as long as he doesn't let his breaking ball hang in the zone, which is his big problem, he's been able to get you 6 solid innings in the majority of his starts. And I think that's what's going to happen tonight. I think Guardians are undervalued. We're taking the Guardians on the money line at home. We love it. T, what say you, and what lock do you have for us on the diamond today?
Yeah, so I talk about these weird travel spots all the time in MLB, and this actually is one of them. The Phillies played extra innings last night late in Tampa Bay. I'm not sure where the stadium is in Tampa, but I believe it's like at least a good 30-minute drive, 20-minute drive to the airport from that stadium. So, odds are that game ended after 10 p.m. Eastern. So, odds are the Phillies probably flew to Cleveland. I mean, Tampa to Cleveland's what? A solid 3-hour flight? 2.5?
Yeah, 2.5, 3 hours. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, the Phillies probably like 2 to 2 a.m. got in bed last night. So, that's not a great travel spot off an extra innings game. You know what? If Gavin Williams wasn't pitching, I actually would play Cleveland today. I looked at them pretty heavily. I just don't trust Gavin Williams, man. I think he walked 5 in like his last start. Like, I can't trust this motherfucker, man. So I'm going to stay away from that one. But I do think the line is all over them, as you're saying. I'm open minus 126, and I see it's minus 120. So the line is all over him here. But speaking of the travel spots, there's another one on the board, and that's what I'm playing here for my free pick for y'all right now. As I said yesterday for everyone on my live stream, I said the Dodgers were in a really bad fade spot yesterday. Everyone, the Dodgers don't go 160, bro. I can't stand that shit. The Dodgers, last time I checked, no one's ever gone 162-0, and what happened? They lost. Bro, I swear, anytime you say anything about the Dodgers losing, everyone like loses their mind, bro. It's so fucking annoying, honestly. But anyway, now that I got that little rant over, the Mariners are dialed in right now. Top 10 team batting. I mean, we talked about it, I think, earlier this week, how that they sucked at hitting the baseball last year, and now they don't strike out as much. This offense is absolutely locked in. So this pays off that I'm a degenerate and I watch these baseball games. This is exactly why I do. So I watched both the Mariners game and the Blue Jays last game of their series. Both teams talked about it. They play each other in the next game. Well, you know what? The Blue Jays finished playing at about 12:30 Eastern last night. So then, you know what happened after that? They had to drive an hour to LAX, hop on a 2 to 3 hour flight from LAX to Seattle, get into Seattle very late at night for an East Coast team, get into your hotel, get checked in and everything. So odds are like 4 or 5 a.m. bedtime for them. Now they got to play a late night game here out on the West Coast with their sleeping schedule, body clock all whacked out. It's not even a normal start time for them here. Versus a hot Seattle batting team versus Luis Castillo, who has like a 5 road ERA and a 1-something home ERA, versus Kevin Gausman, who's the exact opposite, who has a great home ERA and a terrible road ERA. All these spots here, everything lines up. I get the better pitcher, the better lineup, the better team. Seattle is also as great at home this season. I'll take Seattle on the money line. What do you think?
I really like that play. And I looked at it as well. I honestly... Seattle has stoinked. I have like a beef with Seattle. They have stoinked me so many times. Them and the Tigers. It's just I have a very hard time trusting them. But I love the play. And Luis Castillo's a dog at home.
Are those not two of the best teams in the MLB this year?
Yeah, but the Mariners fucked 6-leg parlay for me this year, and the Tigers, they cooked a lotto parlay. And they cooked multiple parlays for me last year. So they've been like the ultimate they're on my banned list pretty much.
The parlay banned list. There ain't nothing better than the parlay banned list, man. All right, guys, let's roll over into NBA here. Bro's phone's probably going to die on us here soon, so we got to make sure to get his picks in. We have a team down 2-0, and that would be none other than Bro's Cleveland Cavaliers. They go on the road here to the Fieldhouse to take on the Indiana Pacers. The spread on this game currently sits at 5. The total sits at 230.5. News from Sham says DeAndre Hunter, Evan Mobley are supposed to play. No official word yet on Darius Garland. Bro, what are you doing in this game, and what do you think about these injuries?
Did you say the line is at 5 now?
Yeah.
I feel like a genius. Is that this guy? He's got something. Whoa, wow, that's pretty big.
I just honestly wanted to hold the sword. I'm not using it as a prop.
He makes it. Well, hey, the Cavs. That's their logo there. Little sword action in there. So,
all right, just kidding. Let me throw this out the window.
No, I mean, this is not going to have the same amount of value now. I'm going to imagine, but this is why you need to be in my VIP. This morning, I saw it at minus 155, minus 2. And I said, whoa, I'm taking the money line. I can get this right now, smash it. And as I'm putting it in the cart, it goes up to minus 162. So I said, all right, fuck. I got to pay. Because I don't want to have to deal with the spread. I tell you what, I would not be surprised if the team that wins by 1 point. You've seen it happen. I think it's going to be a close battle. But I am taking the Cavs, minus 162 on the money line, 3.4 whale, beluga, mega max play, 3.4 units. Here's the thing. Perfect prop. I'm willing to die on this sword. I'm willing to fall on it. I'm willing to fall on it and put everything on the line.
Willing to fall on the sword? Here you go.
Yeah, I'm willing to. I got it. Oh, impaled.
That's totally why I took it out right there, guys, because Bro is willing to fall on the sword tonight.
Yeah, and it's got to happen. Listen, Cavs should have won with just Donovan Mitchell. Last game, game 2. Now they're getting everybody back. This is like their final breath. This is like the last run. Like, this is it. They're going to leave nothing in the chamber. They're going to blow their load on this game. And I'll be honest with you, it's probably going to go back to Cleveland 3-1. But they're winning this game. They're winning this fucking game. There's no way they're not. I'm taking the Cavs on the money line, and I'm putting everything. I'm putting as much as I can on it. T. I know. Talk to me, T.
Man, I wish I had more of my Pacers shirt to the gym yesterday. So I'm wearing this sorry ass Hawks one because we're taking the Pacers in this game today. Look, bro, when Bro texted me this morning, I was like, yeah, Cavs the play because the spread was 2.5. And I looked last night. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll pay the tax here. Take the Cavs 2.5. I looked at it was 3.5. And I was like, all right, am I really going to do this? So I was like, hold up. I'm going to cap this Seattle game real quick and then come back to it. The spread was 4.5 then. And I was like, all right. I was like, that's enough. I am taking the 4.5 here. I mean, dude, I don't think the spread has been right in a single game this series. Like, I thought with Darius Garland on the court that 9 points was still too healthy. I felt like the spread should have been 6. And then we see everyone get ruled out and the spread's 5.5. I still think the spread is too much here. I think the spread in this game should be Indiana -0.5, but obviously they'll never do that for a playoff game or like a pick 'em. So I think the spread in this game at this point should be like maybe like I think either team should be a 1.5 point favorite. It doesn't matter which team's a 1.5 point favorite, but I think that's what it should be. Somebody's a 1.5 point favorite. I just don't see how the gap between these two teams is that much. Indiana has an insane home court. The fans are going to be absolutely rocking there right now. And I mean, I hate to say it, bro, but your boy Ty Jerome has not played up to what he should be in this series at all. I feel like he's due to step up in this game, but Indiana's going to go off at the house. Role players play better at the house. I expect them to take care of the ball and not turn it over as much as they did in the last game. I truly don't think that the Cavs' 3 players are remotely healthy, but they're just playing as this is desperation, do or die seasons on the line. If they were, they would have played in the last game because you could have won that last game, then rested them for this game, and then try to trot them out there for game 4 rather than, now it is just truly like a must-win game here. And honestly, for my bet, I actually want Darius Garland to play here because I don't like it when high-usage players come back. I think they hurt the rhythm and flow of teams. Darius Garland's one of the highest-usage players in the NBA. So I do think Mobley helps the defense no matter what. I don't know offensively if he's going to be able to put enough in here, but I like Indiana plus 4.5. It's not a max play or anything like that, but I just think Indiana is being continuously disrespected here, and I would say Indiana is just as good as anybody in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, and I could agree with that to a certain extent, which is why I took the money line. I think this is an absolute desperation spot, but I could totally see the Cavs winning by 2. Cavs winning by 3.
If I had to play Cleveland, I would personally rather play them in the first half because I think they'll come out with everything they have in the first half. But I mean, I definitely agree with you. It's not comfortable to go against a team in that spot, but I think we have to look at these playoffs, man, like they're different than they've been in the past in that Indiana's just being disrespected here on the spread. It just feels like everyone's assuming Cleveland's going to win because they have to here. I'm not sure if they can. I mean, it sucks for the Cavs, though. If the Cavs are at full health, I definitely think that Indiana would have covered these games, but I don't think they would have won either of them. And I think Cleveland would probably be up 2-0. And I mean, it's just shitty, man. If Cleveland was it's like I said at the top when we talked about the playoffs before, there's always teams that have injuries in the playoffs and that screws them. Like, I truly think Cleveland would smoke Boston if they were at full health. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, and it's just Cleveland. That's Cleveland. It's the worst place to be born as a sports fan. Yo, yeah,
I don't know, man. I feel your pain though, bro. It fucking sucks. Second game up here on the slate, guys. Tonight we have the Oklahoma City Thunder taking on the Denver Nuggets. I do have a max play in this game. The total in this game 232.5. The spread on this game is currently, I believe, 5.5 points in favor of Oklahoma City. I will not be giving out my max play for free today as it is on where the total is, but I do like Oklahoma City minus the 5.5 points here. I don't necessarily think that, I know sometimes I say the line's all over this team, all over that team. I feel like the line in both these games is just kind of like thrown out there and they're like, here, do what you want with it. Like, I think that I feel like that Vegas is kind of realized how these games have been playing out, and nobody truly knows what's going to happen in these games. Like, they don't play out like they usually do in the NBA playoffs, and I think Vegas is just giving a line they're comfortable with here. The dog can easily cover here, or the favorite can. I think Oklahoma City, though, really figured out a defensive strategy by swarming Jokic, and it's like if he puts the ball on the ground, they're knocking it away from him, or if he goes to pass, it's getting knocked away from him. He goes to shoot, they're trying to block it. Like, it feels like they're just swarming Jokic, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that lines up with the play you're about to give out here, but I really do think Oklahoma City, Oklahoma City was on the verge of pulling away and covering that game with ease in game one. Instead, it went the other way where Denver had one of the most insane endings to a game we've ever seen, and Oklahoma City made it look like that truly was the way it played out and beat them by 30. Now, I do like teams to bounce back in their second game. We talked about it. Me and Bro both cashed on Denver. I think it was +4 against the Warriors, even after Jokic and like the whole starting lineup got ruled out. We still cashed it back in the season because they were off a loss, and we talked about that on the stream. So it is tough to go against Denver off a loss. That's why I'm not on Oklahoma City here. If it was 6.5, I would be on Denver for sure. I still think that's what I feel like the line should be, considering the fact it was 11.5 last game and 10.5 in the first game. I don't think home court should switch the line that much. And based off the way Denver played, Denver shot 40% from three last game and only scored 106 points. That says a lot right there. So I think that Oklahoma City minus 5.5 was the only way I could play this game. I would need 6.5 or 7 to jump in on Denver.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. And I'm not on a side in this game. I will be rooting for Denver. But I was right there with you. When I saw 5.5, I'm like, golly, man. Like, how do we go from 10.5 and 11 to fucking 5.5? It's just, maybe Vegas knows something that we don't. But for me, that's not enough points for me to take Denver. I do have one player prop that I like in this game. We're not going to talk about some of the other stuff that we're doing in this game or like the unit size or anything like that, but I definitely do believe that Russell Westbrook is going to cook today. He is going to cook, and I definitely think you need to look at his points. You look at his last two games. He had 18 points in game one and played the entire fourth quarter. He had 19 points in game two and only played 20 minutes. He had 10 free throw attempts, made 8 of them. He was number 2 in usage behind Jokic in game two. I'm telling you, Adelman fucking loves Westbrook. And it just goes to show you sometimes players and coaches mesh, and they trust him. He trusts him to go out there and give 100%. And you've seen Vegas respect Russell Westbrook and his role with this line moving more every time. The first game we took him over 10.5. Second game we took him over 12.5. Now it's 13.5. So that's what I really like is Russell Westbrook over 13.5 points tonight.
Yeah, I like this play a lot. You know what? Honestly, I would say you've gone back to the well too many times, but I think the well's still perfectly full of water here for you to get out of it. Role players step up at home. I watched last game too, and I'm pretty sure Bro cashed his max play before halftime. Russell Westbrook got a ton of shots, tons of fast breaks. I felt like he should have even gotten a couple more fouls called. He took it to the rack relentlessly on them. And I think no players really stepped up and looked better in this entire playoffs than Russell Westbrook and kind of rebuilt their brand a little bit than him. Actually, there might have been a couple like Aaron Gordon maybe, but dude, I love the way Westbrook looks right now out there on the court. So I love this play, honestly. I think it's a good one. I think that until it gets closer to 14.5, 15 points, that's when you should probably stop taking it.
Thank you, brother. No, yeah, I totally agree. I just love the way he plays too. It's one guy that you never have to worry about him not trying. I have never seen Russell Westbrook not give 100%. Ever. Never seen him give up on a play or a game.
Yeah, I'm pro Westbrook, that's for sure.
He's a beast. Guys, it's been a hell of a week. It's Friday. We know you guys want to cash, and we want you to cash as well. That's why we're telling you right here, right now to take advantage. If you have $5, go to TP3's social medias right now, find his fan bases, and get in there. He's got a $5 weekend. Tell them why they need to join for the weekend. Tell them what you've done the last couple of days. What did you do yesterday?
Hey, we're 9-1 our last 10 plays. That's over the last 2 plays, so we're coming back for more money today. We have a max play in there tonight, not a 1 unit, but a 2 unit max play that we're going to cash tonight. So make sure you jump in there and get that play, bro. I know they need to go over there though and join you over on So Bad Man. Bro has been crushing it. I believe he was first on the leaderboard, up 30 units in the last, what was it, 30? Was it 7 or 30 days?
30 days.
Last 30 days, up over 30 units. I mean, that's a unit a day basically right there. If you can gain a unit every single day for the whole year, that's 365 units. It's pretty fucking good. And you're not going to find better than that for the prices he's charging. So make sure you go over there, get in his VIP, guys. But other than that, we appreciate everyone who came by, watched the stream today. Let's get this fucking money, bro. Anything else you want to say to the people besides we'll see them tomorrow?
No, we'll see you tomorrow. Make sure you have notifications turned on and you're subscribed to both of us on YouTube, so that way you get the notification when we're live if you don't follow us on social media. But we will be posting on social media as soon as we have a confirmed time for tomorrow. So just make sure you're following us. Make sure you're staying tuned because we know you want the locks tomorrow, and we're going to cash over and over and over like we always do on the weekly win streak. I hope you guys have a safe and fun weekend and Friday night. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. T, what do you got for the people?